over this Telegram thing real quick. I'm gonna show you what some of this terminology that we used earlier today means. So right here, we're gonna start with the 8:40 a.m. alert. I took like SPY calls, right? SPY 423 calls. So when you see calls and puts, you think of options trading, and for that, so since it's SPY, right, we're gonna go over to Robinhood. Show you my little 1K challenge right here. We're gonna search up SPY. So once you search up SPY, you're gonna have this menu pop up. You can do it on your phone or you can do it on your computer, but right here we're gonna look for the $423 calls. So to find calls and puts, you're gonna go over here and put trade SPY options. You're not gonna buy shares, you're not gonna sell shares. We're gonna go to trade SPY options, and right here you'll see 423, right? It's 423. You're gonna go to the $423 strike price, which shows all the way to the left, and you're gonna click on it right here. And the market's closed right now, so obviously we can't buy it, but while the market is open, you'll just go over to the $423 strike price and click buy one contract, or you can buy as many contracts as you want. And right here, the ask price, that is how much each contract is, but you multiply that by 100 since you'll be buying 100 contracts. That's what options trading is. You buy 100 contracts of the specific stock that you're trading. So for instance, this is $5.48 for this contract. For one contract, you'd have to have $548 to trade with just to buy one contract of the $423 strike price that we called out right here. And we're gonna scroll down. Now I'm gonna explain to you something about the charts when we talk about that. SPY holding the 50, 8, and 21 MAs. That's the picture we sent right here, right? So what the 8 MA is, that's the blue line that you see right here all across the screen. The 50 MA, that's the red line that you see right here. And the 21 EMA is this thin green line that you see on the chart. Now if prices hold this as a support, that shows you that that's a really strong support level. And you can see right here, if you studied the candlestick video that we sent you, this is a bullish engulfing candle right after a bearish candle with a very strong support holding. And after we seen that, we had prices going upwards, and that's why we bought into SPY calls. Basically, this was a really good entry on the 15-minute chart. The 15-minute shows right here in this corner. That's always going to be the time frame chart that we're showing you guys. The time frame will be right here in this corner, right? And decently strong bullish candle to close in 2 minutes. Market is still pretty sideways, of course, which is why we entered lightly. Scroll down, we were up 5%, so basically up 5%. See this percentage right here? This, let's say it was at 160, right? 160%. It just means that we went up 5%, which is good. That means we're in profit. So from 160, it went up to 165%. And obviously, whenever you see profits, you'll want to take some and secure it before prices go back down. Just warning you though, trading options is a lot riskier. You can lose money a lot quicker than just buying and selling shares. This is a faster moving market. That's why I always try to tell everybody, make sure you have the capital to be trading before you decide to trade options. But yeah, we got up to 5%. Now that the 15-minute close, bullish, the next thing we want to watch for is the 30-minute. And then right here, NVDA 185 calls. So same thing, you'll go over here, you'll search up NVDA. Simple as that. And same thing, trade NVDA options right here. Don't buy shares, don't sell shares. You're gonna go right here and put trade NVDA options to find the calls. So we said the 185 call, right? Find the strike price, 185, match it up. Boom. Just click on it and then it'll tell you somewhere over here. Buy one contract, buy two contracts, buy three contracts. And for this example, it's saying $5.85 per each contract. And every time you buy calls or options, you have to multiply this by 100. So it'll be, how much? That'll be $585. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired right now, but that would be a $585 contract for just one contract. NVDA NVDA went up 5%, 8%, and then trim. I tried to mention it earlier in the morning. Trim basically means take some of your profits off the table, secure it. And how do you do that? If you have more than one contract, let's say you have 5 contracts that you bought, right? Trim basically means you're gonna sell 1 or 2 of those contracts, maybe 3 or 4, and leave that one contract running while you move your stop loss higher, so you don't have to risk losing any money for that specific contract. Trail your stop loss, we explained that. Move your stop loss higher and higher as the prices go up. So as you're going into profit, you want to move your stop loss, and you'll have the option as well when the market is open. You could set a specific stop loss of where you want to completely take out your trade. Let's say if prices hit $1.90 in the market, that's where you want to set your stop loss, right? So you'll just set your stop loss to 190, and without pressing any buttons, it'll just take you off the contract as soon as prices hit that specific number. So you can always move your stop losses while the market is going. Right here, this way you take the risk off the trade in case prices decide to reverse on you. I try to explain it a little bit in the morning too. And this thing right here, this kind of like fucked me over, to be honest. I lost a lot of money on SPY calls because I didn't pull out. And when this data came out this morning, SPY flooded like crazy. Did y'all catch how volatile? Yeah. Prices move crazy. Volatile means that prices went up and down very quickly, or prices went up like a big percentage, or prices went down a big percentage at such a short period of time. That's what volatile basically means. NVDA looks good. Let's wait for the 5-minute to close and see if it holds. So right here we have this resistance level, right? Basically we've seen this since we are on the 5-minute chart. Like I said, the time frame is right here. The 5-minute chart did break above resistance level, but then the next 5-minute chart was still going with 36 seconds to go. We wanted this to close a bit stronger before entering in on this trade, right? That's why I said let's wait for this 5-minute to close and see if it holds. We had 36 seconds, and what happened? Prices closed bearish. That means prices didn't close very strong above resistance, which means you shouldn't be taking that entry. If prices are still looking weak, you want to see a strong close above resistance if you want to enter on buy. So that's why we didn't enter on that. Explained that right there. 5-minute did not close with a bullish candle at the breakout, so no entry. And then a couple seconds, minutes later, we alerted that NVDA making a move again. Be patient and see if it holds again. This 5-minute candle closing. It's up to you to decide if you want to be an aggressive trader and buy early, or be a conservative trader and wait for prices to close above. So remember this candle that we seen earlier, then this next 5-minute close like this, which was still weak, and then this 5-minute with it just started. It had 4 minutes and 13 seconds before it closed. You see how strong this one is. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of entered some contracts right here as it was going up, breaking these highs right here. I bought a little bit just to scale in. Personally, we're going aggressive, which we wouldn't recommend, but we scaled into 182.5 calls. Scaled in basically means we went and bought some small contracts over here. 182.5 For example, 7.45, $745 each contract. Bro, I cannot talk right now. But yeah, each contract for this would be $745. Personally, we're going aggressive. Scaled into means we added. Yeah, so I try to explain everything in the morning too, so you guys can like keep up with it. And then it started running up, as you guys can see. That shit flew up today. So it was like around right here, right? Around right here is where we entered, and that shit just completely flew up. And I think we bought more over here too. Scaled into, yeah, we are up 5%. We are going to trim. Remember that trim thing we said is trail your stop loss as prices go up. As you go and secure some profits, you want to move your stop loss every time here at 7%, because like we mentioned earlier, this is a real sideways market and a lot of traders are getting trapped. Yeah, today was fucking crazy. 12% here. So yeah, this thing kept running up. Look at that. That shit was beautiful. That shit was beautiful. It went from 183.75 to 184.90. That's a whole dollar move up. And for contract options, bro, you would have banked a lot of money if you would have played options on that. That's why we said we're printing now, making fucking money. We made a lot of fucking money on that. NVDA, take profits. Obviously, take profits just mean close your positions out. You want to completely take all your contracts that you bought and sell them. Yeah, we fucked up NVDA. Might hop in more NVDA calls off this bounce. That's SPY. Okay. No, so we wanted to enter in on NVDA, but we didn't get to. Then we called, next one we called was SPY above 423 for call. So above means after SPY breaks above $423. So let's go back. Look at this, right? 423 is above right here. This is the next resistance level. So you just wanted to wait for prices to break above this so we could enter in on calls. Because you can see this is a very strong resistance. It tested right here. If you go back here, tested multiple times right here, and even over here held that support, and then it broke right here. So you can see this is a strong level of resistance. That's why we wanted to enter on a breakout and target $425 for day trading, which was up here, this line right here. Scroll down, SPY failed multiple times to break. Yeah, that shit was rejecting. I was looking, waiting for that for a good couple minutes. Okay, and then we called out SPWR 26.5 calls day or swing trade. So day trading is buying and selling a stock in the same day. Swing trading is buying a stock one day and then holding it for a couple days before you sell it. And then right here you see I'll have alerts set for a breakout, and then we alerted SPY at 10:04, right? So right when it broke out, let's go back over here, search up SPY, and then at 10:04, which would be like, let's go on the 5-minute chart. 10:04. So basically right here, 10 o'clock, and then the next candle will be 10:05, right? It was breaking out right here. We alerted it. You could have bought it if you wanted to. It rejected for 5 minutes, and then started breaking out again. This should have been a clear indication that you wanted to go and buy SPY calls. You could even buy shares, but usually we'll just buy SPY calls. The contract options, you'll make a lot more money. SPWR, I don't want to show you that right now, like, and confuse you, but let's stick with SPY. If SPY doesn't hold above resistance level 423, we're just going to leave this play alone. This 30-minute candle closing. So this was at 10:12. So right here, it was rejecting a couple times right here. So we were just waiting for it to break even a little bit stronger before entering. SPY 15-minute can hold above 423 for an aggressive entry as well, and it scaled into SPY calls here. 423 is the strike price. Again, you'll go on to Robinhood, search up SPY right here, trade SPY options and find that, what is it, 423. Did I put 423? Yeah, I did put 423. So you go on find 423, you'll click on it and you'll buy as many contracts as you'd like to buy. 5.48 for each contract, which means $548 for each contract. Remember, you always got to multiply this number by 100 to see how much money you'll need to actually buy one contract. So right here we scaled into SPY calls here, 423 at 1017. So 1017 would be basically while this candle was moving up, this is when we bought, and you can see the time at the bottom, you know, right there. It'll show you like right there, 1025. So 1015, this is where we bought, around this candle right here. And then we were printing basically the next minute as soon as this thing shot up. Watch this. Yeah, this shit was pushing. Started going a little bit slower, but it was still wanting to go higher. As you can see, the wicks kept getting higher and higher. That means we were getting more and more into profits as SPY kept coming up. Trimmed most positions here, leaving a runner at 1023. So about right before this red candle right here, at the top of it, we trimmed most of our positions because we already made a lot of money. As soon as prices got to like 423.68, 423.70, we trimmed most of our positions. We left a runner being just one contract. We left one contract to run and pulled out the rest of the other contracts that we bought. Pulling runners out here at 30% gain at 11.16. So let's skip to, I think this is 11.16. Nope, we still got a couple more. It's 1, 2, 3. Still went higher. So yeah, about like right here, this is where we pulled out our last contract, you know, at 10.23, pulling runners out at 30% gain on SPY calls. That means you want to take all your contracts out. You want to take all your contracts out the table, just collect your profits right there, because prices obviously were reaching the very top. We didn't want to risk going any lower afterwards, so we just decided to take all our profits out. Cashed out NVDA. NVDA looks nice right here for calls again. NVDA 182 calls. So this was at 11.23. Okay, so I think we did. Yeah, I knew we entered this, bro. So right here, 11.20. As soon as we seen this triangle, we drew it up. We seen a breakout. We alerted you guys to go ahead and buy NVDA again. So NVDA at 11.23. You want to look for the 182 strike price. Go back to Robinhood to give you this example. Always trade NVDA options for calls and puts, and search up that 182. Alright, so right here they don't have it anymore, but they did have it earlier. Obviously the market closed, so the contracts sometimes disappear. But you'll go to the 182 strike price for NVDA. We even sent you guys this picture that we've seen, our entry right there, and clearly we let the market do its thing, and eventually it never hit our stop loss, by the way. It came close to it, but 184.50 was our stop loss. It went to like 184.60, so that was really close. And remember, you can always set your stop loss on the Robinhood app. As soon as you buy the contract, you can set where you want to pull all your positions out automatically. Let it sit for a little bit. Bam, right there, it hit our take profit up here. Let's see what else did we alert. Yeah, we just said take your profits at 136, which is like, yeah, basically like right here. Yep, at the tippy top, that's where we took our profits out, right there. And yeah, that's basically everything that we alerted today. If you have any more questions, just let me know, text me, and I'll try to go over that with you.